I love music. I love music outside. I love listening to my playlist in bed. I love spinning one of my favorite records. Hell, I love playing music. There is no limit and no hyperbole in saying that music has definitely saved my life. But in loving music as much as I do, I feel like I haven't even scratched the surface. Every time I'm suggested an album and it's earth-shattering news that I've never heard of said album, it becomes more clear by the day that there is so much music for me to hear. And honestly, while that may sound scary, it's also super exciting for me personally. With that said, I want to try something new. I obviously do my video essay series here at Dev Talks, which, by the way, thank you for all of the support throughout the last 3 years. It has meant the world to me. But I like doing a lot of things, so I'm going to be incorporating a lot of different content on the channel going out through the year, and we're going to start that endeavor by letting TikTok pick an album for me for each day of this week. I will not listen to any other music except for that album that I am assigned. And I'm scared. I'm not scared for any like obscure reason. I'm scared for the obvious reason of like, what if I get a shitty album for Monday and I have to listen to that shitty album for the entire day? Is that gonna suck? Yes. Is it gonna broaden my taste? Probably not. But you know what? I'm here for it. It's content. It's new music. I love this shit. So let's get into it. So here's how it's gonna work. We're going to be doing this series bi-weekly because there are an abundance of genres out there, and I love multiple genres of music, and there just happens to be these filters that are specific to genre. So this week we're going to be doing hip-hop rap. Next time it's going to be rock, jazz, whatever the case may be. Whatever I'm feeling for that week, we're going to do it. So to get into it, we're going to transition. Shout out to Anthony Fantano. All right, so we're on TikTok right now. We're on the phone. We're going to get this fucking list going. We're going to see what's going to go on. I'm nervous. I'm excited. I'm nervous. I'm scared. I'm shitting. I'm throwing up. I'm doing all the things. Let's do it. All right, Monday. What are we doing? First day of the week. Okay. 444. It has been quite a while since I've listened to 444. I'm not gonna lie, I think the last time I listened to it in full was when it came out. Great album, but it was just like one of those, like, you listen to, you throw it in the back, you're like, yeah, that was a great album. Damn. Okay, I'm excited about Monday. Let's do it. Tuesday. We're starting off really strong with Monday, but Tuesday will give us... I'm not even gonna lie, I do not know what that is. What is this? Is this Pusha? Hold on. Let me check if this is Pusha or not. Can confirm it was Pusha T, Almost Dry, which I haven't listened to yet. There are 2 songs on that record that I really, really like, which is Neck and Wrist and Diet Coke. Diet Coke is just a fire-ass beat. Pusha goes crazy on it. And then Neck and Wrist, Pharrell on the chorus, crazy chorus. Jay-Z, probably one of my favorite Jay-Z verses in quite a bit. There's not too much to hate there, and Pusha T is just good at what he does, you know, talking about that crack, talking about the rock. There's not too much I'm gonna hate about that. So very excited about Wednesday, or is that Tuesday? Tuesday. Let's get into Wednesday and see what we're gonna get. Wednesday. Keep it going. We're starting off really hot here. Goblin by Tyler, the Creator. Oh my god. So I've listened to this album a plethora of times. It's been a while since I've listened to it, like, all the way through. So I'm gonna have a whole day with it, and I'm very excited to see the growth just based off listening to his state sale this past week. Yeah, I'm excited about Wednesday. Thursday. What are we doing on Thursday? We're having a good week so far. We're not doing that. Refusing to listen to the same album twice in the week. That's gonna be a rule. Let's see. Testing. Wow, I am so excited. So Testing, love that album. It's one of those that took quite a bit to grow on me, I'm not gonna lie, because I'm of the notion that At Long Last ASAP is his best album, in my opinion. So just going into testing was like a little bit of like, you gonna live up to this last shit you just dropped? And it did. After a while, I was like, wow, he really outdid himself. So concept, dope, beats, crazy, rapping, per usual, really, really dope. So I'm very excited about Thursday. But let's get into Friday. Oh man, this is gonna be a good week so far. Friday will give us Man on the Moon 2. Let's fucking go! I love Kid Cudi. He is one of my favorites of all time. I have not listened to this album in quite some time. I'm more of a Man on the Moon and A Kid Named Cudi, the mixtape kind of guy. Like, that's what I go to if I'm gonna listen to Kid Cudi. So I'm excited to get back into this album. It's been quite a while. This is like my sophomore year of high school. Very excited for Friday. Man, we got a great week. We have a great fucking week of really awesome albums that I've either heard and haven't listened to in a while, or haven't listened to them at all. So I hope you stick around for the rest of the video and see what I feel about these albums. Other than that, let's get into it. All right, we're about to go to Guitar Center. I'm getting a relatively slow start to my day. It's 1:32. I woke up at like 9, but started editing some stuff. But we're here, and we're out and about, and I was like, well, what a perfect time to get in to the music. I've strictly followed my own rule of not listening to any music other than what I've been assigned. And got the burner on me. And we're gonna be listening to 444.
Excellent, knowing all along, all you had to say you was wrong. Let the baddest girl in the world get away. I don't even know what else to say. Nah, Jay-Z. Bye, Jay-Z.
Wow. Really self-deprecating, really getting into his negative aspects of his life, his mistakes. Really vulnerable, which takes us into track 2, the famous OJ. I mean, what a song, what a video, by the way. Still, nigga. Okay,
House nigga, don't fuck with me. You wanna know what's more important than throwing away money in a strip club? Credit. Financial freedom, my only hope. Fuck living rich and dying broke.
Alright, the story of OJ is one of the better tracks on this entire record from my memory. It was definitely the one that stuck around, just based on the content being probably the first time I've ever really heard this kind of content. I would say it's the first time in hip-hop where we got like an old head speech about just equity and, you know, investing in your future rather than your current state of life. Like, there's just bigger purpose in doing things like that, like investing, like just, you know, being smart. Like, I absolutely love that song. It calls out rappers and people of wealth for the way that they live monetarily. And it's very brutal in that respect. It's just like, y'all are being dumb. I was dumb too. So listen to my dumb mistakes of me not doing this, that, and the third. And now I'm doing this, that, and the third. And when I die, there are going to be multiple generations of my family that isn't going to be worried about money. So that great story, great purpose. Definitely one of my favorite Jay-Z songs. Let's continue on with the third song though.
Trying to put $1 million on the whole team now. Push through the pain so we can see new life. So all the ladies having babies see a sacrifice. Mama bless. appreciate the pain. It's bad times turn to good memories. Smile. Drug dealers and abusers, America like me ruthless. My therapist said I relapsed. I said pre-haps. Oh, y'all thought I was washed. I'm at the cleanest. Laundering dirty money like the Teamsters.
I love that song. I'm definitely gonna want to read the lyrics back, but like the overall point of it is kind of a continuation of the story of OJ. Like what he's like mentioning in that song, he's kind of talking about it in more of a brighter, positive way on this track, asking everyone just to smile. We're gonna make it through. There's tough parts of this life, but we're gonna make it through. And I'm definitely gonna dive deeper into Smile when I get home so I can read the lyrics. But that's kind of what I got first listen. Real excited to continue it. I'm gonna go to the Guitar Center. All right, we're back in the car. Guitar Center had what I needed, which was an XLR cord for the microphones. But nonetheless, we're back in the car, headed back home, and we're gonna get right back in to 444.
I survive reading guys like you. I'm surprised y'all think y'all can disguise y'all truth.
Is that on the chorus? Sounds familiar. Caught Their Eyes was cool. Like I don't think I'm gonna go back to that song. It was a groove though. Like I'm just like sitting there like, God damn. I need to find out who's that on the chorus or if that's a sample or not. But that was tough. I don't know, bruh. It'd be songs that are cool, and then you're just like, yo, those are dope. You acknowledge them, and then you just like, I'm not going to listen to them again, though. And that's kind of one of those songs. It's not like it's like a diss that I'm not going to listen to it. It's just like, yeah, no, that was hard. I'll listen to it some other time. Maybe. Letting you down every day. I'm sorry.
It took me too long for this song. I don't deserve you. I harassed you out in Paris. It was your 21st birthday. You matured faster than me. I wasn't ready. I seen the innocence leave your eyes. I still mourn this death. I suck at love. I think I need a do-over. I will be emotionally available if I invited you over. You over my shit.
Well, goddamn. 444, the album title track, is deep. And I think for it to be the same title as the album, it had to go there. And it really focuses on the infidelity themes that existed in Jay-Z's life. I think throughout any of his relationships, it seems like he was apologizing to poignantly Beyonce, but it seemed like he was apologizing to more than just Beyonce. Crazy track. The beat was insane. I remember Tyler freestyling over that beat on Ziploc, I believe is what it's called. But man, that's one of the first times I had listened to that track since the first time listening to the album. It's going in my like songs now. Man, that was an incredible track. A really, really blatant presentation of some serious transparency that makes this one of Jay-Z's best, in my opinion. So, man, we're gonna continue with the album, but I am definitely coming back to 444 with lyrics in hand. Alright, we're back home, about to continue the record. Family Feud featuring Beyonce, which is kind of meta in a way, because this whole album is in more ways than not about her, so it's kind of funny. Let's get into Family Feud.
Super Bowl goals. My wife in the crib feeding the kids liquid gold. We in a whole different mode. All this old talk left me confused. You rather be old rich me or new you? And old it. What's better than 1 billionaire? Two. Y'all stop me when I stop telling the truth.
I ain't gonna stop you, Jay. Talk your shit.
I'll fuck up a good thing if you let me. Let me alone, Becky.
Beyonce is so good, dude. Another really strong song. Jay's funny right now. Like, he's gonna always have those real potent ass lyrics where it's like, damn, like this nigga going crazy. Or he's just like genuinely having fun on the track. Like he had that one line about Al Sharpton taking selfies and Bill Cosby, how are those old niggas gonna help me? And it's funny because like Jay-Z in the context of the rap game is the old nigga, but he is still himself talking about the old niggas. I think that I like that. Like, he is just like on top of his shit and knowing he's the old head now, but the old heads get to still talk shit about the ones that came before, especially those who condemn and say they aren't good for this, aren't good for that. And I feel like he's gotten that his whole career just based on, you know, he was the drug dealer, shot this, shot that, stabbed this, stabbed that. And it's just like no one ever wanted to give him a break. But how are we supposed to grow as humans if you just keep doing this, especially from older black people? I think that's going to be a gospel that is heard by every young black man in America or in the world, just being so shackled and held down to one thing in life when we're much bigger than that. And I think Jay-Z is a very, very big pillar of that theme, in that he is way bigger than the drug dealer from the Bronx. He is a fucking billionaire. And what's better than one billionaire? I love this song. Let's move into Bam, featuring Damian Marley.
Fuck all this pretty Sean Carter shit, nigga, ho. Before we had A&Rs, we had ARs too.
Before we get into Bam, I have to give my flowers to No ID. Just did a little bit of research and realized that he produced the whole album, along with some production credits from Jay-Z on a couple songs on this whole project, but mostly No ID. You got it, bro. Like, holy shit. Like, a lot of great production on this album so far. But Bam, I really like this. Like, it's shit talking Hove, but it's not like the kind of shit talking we've been getting. Like, not the, oh, I got more money than you, I invested this, I'm a grown-ass man. It's more of a, I can be Sean Carter, but don't forget, nigga, it's Hove. I love that. I love when you can still hear that version of somebody is still existing in their sound. And I hope Hove never loses that, because he's just like one of the most prolific rappers of all time in any era of his career. And that moves us straight into Moonlight.
We got the same fucking flows. Stop looking around like y'all made Thriller, huh? Fake Dracos all in the videos. Y'all always tell on yourself. Just so fucking confused.
Okay, Moonlight was another shit-talking record, but this time not about the older heads. I have to say older heads because Jay-Z himself is an old head. It's okay. It's fine. It's a term of endearment, I promise. But instead of talking about the old heads, he's talking about the young niggas now, and not in the lighter, oh, you gotta do this, you gotta do that, you gotta be better, you gotta invest here. It's, y'all niggas sound the same flows. Y'all doing the stupid shit, fake Dracos. Y'all in La La Land, man. Y'all are in a dreamlike state, and it's looking bad. I'm always here for a commentary on the current state of hip-hop, even though this was 2017, which, I mean, things have changed, but more or less still in very similar waters, in that, like, a lot of people are talking about the same shit, doing the same things, rapping more or less the same way. Like, everything just feels very cookie cutter, feels copy and paste. It feels like, oh, this will be the viral hit. And Jay-Z being the one to be like, y'all are bullshitting, is kind of like, thank you for saying this, because who else would you listen to saying that? We have two more tracks, Marcy Me and Legacy. So let's go ahead and get into Marcy Me.
Marcy House is where the boys died by the thousand, back when Pam was on Martin. Yeah, that's where it all started.
It's getting a little nostalgic.
Streets is my artery. Fuck the federal bureau. Shut out the Nostrum, flushing that murder.
Yeah, man. This might be a new favorite. Marcy Me is, I think, my favorite song right now. Holy shit, man. It was loud and clear that was just Hove reminiscing and being nostalgic about the simpler time. Man, I commend him for not necessarily saying that straightforward. He was just very nostalgic in his references and things that were happening around the time that he was coming up in the game, coming up in the streets more specifically, or just growing up in general. Man, he's got it for me. That was incredible to listen to. That's gonna be one of my favorites to go back to. But let's see what he has to offer on Legacy, which is gonna be our outro track and the end of our first listen through of 444 for today. I'm going to be listening to it all day because it's the only music I can play. That sounded like I was rapping, but I wasn't. Legacy, let's do it. Yeah. Daddy, what's a what? What's a will? Oh.
Generational wealth, that's the key. My parents ain't have shit, so that shift started with me. That charge of energy set all the cards back. It took all these years to get the zero effect. Legacy, 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 legacy. Black excellence. You gonna let them see.
Wow. Alright, man. I see why Legacy was the closer track. I don't even know where to start with that one. That one was obvious. Very, very obvious highlight in that it's just a letter and a direct response to his child, and starting off with her asking, Daddy, what's a will? And him going on to say, my will is legacy. It's I'm going to spread this money. God forbid I pass among my people, and my people are going to continue what is laid as a foundation within our family, and it's going to just create abundance for many other Black people in our community and worldwide. And that's just empowering, to say the least, to hear him talk about that, and it be a direct message to his children, I'd like to believe. But Jay-Z made an incredible record. It's practically a roadmap to equity. It's practically a roadmap to treating the people that you love with actual love, because I know he went through a tumultuous period in his life where, you know, he was doing his wife pretty dirty, and his wife, being as forgiving and knowing that he's better than that, gave him another chance. And I think that his ability to introspect and loudly think about what he has done wrong and how he could go right from there and just continue to be the best person he could possibly be, on top of being a rapper, mogul, owner of multiple brands, and all the other endeavors he's a part of, is just like really brilliant. It's really bold, it's ballsy, and it's what hip-hop should be. It should be this allowed talk about what's going on in your life. I think that's what makes Jay-Z Jay-Z. He's not scared to talk about, yeah, I fucked up here, fucked up there, I'm really good here, I'm really good there. If you want some lessons, listen. If you don't, fuck you. I got time to talk shit about you too. Yeah, no. 444 is an incredible record. I'm glad that this TikTok filter chose this to be the first record of the week. But I'm going to be seeing y'all tomorrow for Tuesday. And Tuesday belongs to Pusha T, which I'm so excited to listen to that album. I've already told you I've only listened to really 2 songs, Diet Coke and Neck and Wrist. 2 really good songs, so I could only expect greatness from the other tracks. But till then, I'll see ya. Alright, I'm sorry, but I'm getting the latest start that I will get this entire week. Because, you know, part of life is living life. And I went to see a dear old friend that I haven't seen in quite some time, and I had a great time As a matter of fact, I had a couple whiskeys, a beer or two, and I'm kind of drunk. Not so drunk that I couldn't film this video, but drunk enough to where I'm going to have way too much fun with It's Almost Dry by Pusha T. It's a Tuesday. We're lit. We're having a great time. And I'm super excited to just get into this album. Let's do it with our very first track, Brambleton.
Had a million answers, didn't have a clue. Why Michael kissed Fredo and Godfather too.
Ooh.
But let me bring it all around. For now, niggas need to tone it down. But I wanna hold you down.
So Brambleton has a lot of specific references in it that I'm gonna have to look up afterwards to really know what he's talking about, but it sounds like he's specifying on one exact person, as he brought up a Vlad interview and his past in drug selling, and it just sounds like he's frustrated. He sounds like he's specifying on someone who has aired out grievances about him, and he's airing out his grievances about said person. So a lot of anger coming through the track. The production really kind of magnifies said anger and makes it such a raw and gritty track that we're known to expect from Pusha T. Going on into our next song, Let the Smoker Shine, the Coupe. Cocaine's Dr. Seuss. What an accurate description for Pusha T. Okay, so Let the Smokers Shine, the Coupe. I mean, not too much substance there. The substance lies in him comparing things that are held in high regard to things that aren't very much so held in high regard. I.e., if money is the evil root, let smokers shine the coupe. Beat was cool. Yeah, no, I'm excited to continue to listen to what Pusha T has to offer on the next track, which is Dreaming of the Past featuring Kanye West. I'm gonna look, but I should expect Kanye production.
You hollering top 5, I only see top me. I am a minister in my prime, so I gotta be shine. It's so many, yeah.
That's so interesting that that's Kanye. It doesn't sound like him in the slightest bit. I'm finding myself not really attached to any of these songs, as it just sounds like a recounting of past things that existed in Pusha T's life, whether it's drug dealing or crime or money making and it not being in the most like civil way. Like, take that as you will, of course, but like, I don't know, it's just like, it's cool, but is it just cool for cool's sake and I'm missing a message here? I don't know, but nonetheless I'm enjoying what I'm hearing. It's just like, am I missing a message? I don't know. I love this chorus. Oh my god. My favorite Pusha line. Oh, I love when Jay talks shit. Y'all would've got the commission. And now I'm here. Talk your shit, ho! This song is so good for a multitude of reasons. First off, you have Pusha T talking that shit that we like to hear when he's just talking about crack purely, because he knows what he's talking about for reasons that we'll never know. I don't know what it is about Pharrell, because I know he didn't live, or didn't necessarily live a life of selling crack or selling narcos or being in that line of life, but when he talks about it, and talks about it in a way that he does on this chorus where he's just like, we could shoot a whole knuckle, and it's just so fucking entertaining. You're adding that combo plus with Jay-Z doing what he did, most of what he did on our album from yesterday, 444, where he's just talking shit. He actually has a whole section dedicated to Faison Love, beloved comedic actor who has notably talked shit about Jay-Z not living the life that he's claimed to have lived. And he just calls him out there, goes on to say, if Big had survived, y'all still would have got the commission. Y'all still would have got Hove. And I was always going to be me. I was always going to be what I am today. So I love this verse. It's one of my favorite verses from Jay-Z in quite a while. And him just saying, fuck y'all. I'm Hove. And if Big had survived, cool. There would have been 2 kings of New York, but I bet my bottom dollar that I would have been my king of New York. And that's what I love. Self-confidence.
My man. My Joker smile, you know who the villain is. Just so you remember who you dealing with. The purest snow, we selling white privilege.
That was fucking cool. Also, probably one of the most memorable and noticeable samples in hip-hop. Man, Just So You Remember is kind of quite literally in the title of Just So You Remember. I'm that nigga. Like, I'm that nigga when we talk about crack selling. I'm that nigga when we talk about crack cooking. And I'm that nigga when we talk about rapping. Like, he makes it very clear that he is him. He is that one. And you're not really fucking with Pusha in any regard. And I thought it was really funny. He was just like, you rap niggas was getting the stimulus. Like, that's just like, he's just talking shit at that point. And talking about the monetary things that we value very much so in today's rap game, whether it's a Hellcat or a Trackhawk, as he mentions in the song itself. So very cool just to hear him, much like Jay on 444, talk shit about the new niggas. We're going to move into the next song, which I very much so love, Diet Coke.
It's not 2 days. Why?
You ordered Diet Coke. That's a joke, right?
Everything your mama said you shouldn't be.
So listening to Diet Coke back and actually like listening to the lyrics as opposed to the production, which is primarily why Diet Coke became one of my favorite songs that I had heard from Pusha T. It sounds like he's talking about like fraudulent drugs or just cocaine blended in with drugs that have kind of infiltrated the market, like fentanyl. Pusha being like, you niggas are new on the block and the number on your jersey is the quote price, which the number on the jersey doesn't go really higher than 90 something. So he's subsequently again talking shit. I love the cleverness in the bar being, y'all niggas are selling fake drugs and you're doing it for a low price. So like, what's the fucking point? If you're gonna do the shit, do it 100% or don't do it at all. But we're going to move straight into Rock and Roll, which features Kanye West and Kid Cudi, which is a song I'm very excited to hear because I can't say I envision hearing Kanye West and Kid Cudi on the same song ever again after the whole drama of last year.
It's back to the basics, hop back in the matrix. My son is like a work of art, his father's like Shakespeare. I've done the impossible. The pull-ups like a
Okay, that was a cool track. I don't have much to say in regards to the lyrics or anything for that matter. It was just a cool song to hear. I love Kid Cudi and Kanye on the same song. It's something that is quickly becoming a rarity nowadays, being that their relationship is not on the best of terms. We have 5 more songs on this entire album, so very excited to continue with Call My Bluff. So that was cool. Production from Pharrell sounded really dope. It was very menacing. I almost thought it was produced by Tyler, the Creator, as it was going through. Yeah, no, this was cool. But I feel like I'm going to be saying that for the rest of the album, being that the content is not going to go too much outside of him talking shit about young bucks in the drug game and or the rap game and crack. I love Don Toliver.
Like bitches hit like nookies. How the fuck you ain't scared of no nigga, but you scared to put on your hoodie? Man, my buzz like.
Cause we got banana clips on the text, my boy. And I can send it in the text, my boy.
Don Toliver, I feel like is almost gonna make any song that much more better if he's on your chorus and has a verse. It's just like he really doesn't miss in that regard. Like he's just so fucking good. I think my prediction of like everything just sounding very cool going forward is kind of coming true. I hope at least we get something deeper and more registering in the closer song of the record, but I can't expect everything, so hopefully that exists, and if not, I'm just gonna get some more cool shit, which I'm not mad at either.
Never tell a jeweler what you spent for your wristwatch, and we don't fuck bitches who fuck niggas on TikTok. See the difference between me and them? To a different drum like EDM. This coke speaks to my soul like a medium.
I'm kind of into Pusha T's exclusive beef with Gen Z niggas, cause like he just like does not like us. Like he hates these like fake drug selling, hates these like fake thug ass niggas, hates these like TikTok making niggas, which is essentially me. Like he we really only have 2 more records on this entire album, and that's Open Air and I Pray For You.
The notes is there, yeah, the ropes is there. They're gonna die.
Classic laugh, yes sir.
Just got the word that the coast is clear. So
Woo!
I'ma send it down. Watch you niggas blow it all, just trying to compete. Selling cocaine in the open air.
Watch you niggas blow it all while you trying to compete. There's a bar, nigga. That's a bar. Man, another shit talking record that probably the best of them all, being that he is so much talking about how these niggas spend and how they just like are trying to uphold an image that they just can't uphold, which is fine if you just come to terms with the fact that you're living a fake life that you're trying to emulate after rappers such as Pusha T. I'm fucking with Open Air. That's hard. All right. Well, we have exactly 1 more track, and that's I Pray For You featuring Labyrinth and Clips. So let's do it. I love it when Lab takes us to church, man. He does it so well.
Tell me what I missed. New designer drugs and emotions I don't get. I don't Hellcat, still paddle when I ship.
Yeah. Man, these lab runs in the background of these niggas going crazy. It's art, man. Pusha made a great record, man. Wow, man. So that's the end of the record. It's Almost Dry, which honestly speaking, after listening to that in one whole listen, is a very awesome record. Like, it just kind of highlights what we love about Pusha T as a rapper, specifically a drug rapper who, you know, lived that life and is now here to tell those stories in great detail. I'm not going to be doing like number scores for any of these albums. I obviously didn't do it for Jay-Z's record yesterday, but man, if I had to give it one, I would give it a solid 8.5 out of 10, where it's just a rapper knowing his strong suits and making an incredible project knowing those strong suits. So hats off to Pusha T. I will, in fact, see you all tomorrow, as we are going to be moving into Goblin by Tyler, the Creator, which is an album that I hold near and dear to my heart, being that it is the very first album that I listened to by Tyler, the Creator, as it came out when I found Tyler, the Creator. So Very excited to get back into that, as it's been quite a while since I've listened to it in full. And yeah, man, just really excited to continue this endeavor of listening to music and it being the only music I listen to for a day. So see you tomorrow for Wednesday. Till then, good night. What's going on, guys? It's Dev here. Wanted to say thank you for making it all the way to the end of part 1. Part 2 will be up. Thank you for tuning in for part 1. Very excited to get into Goblin testing and Man on the Moon 2. So I hope you stick around for the next part. If not, all good. But if you are, subscribe, like this video, share with your friends, do all the things that make this easier for me. I appreciate every single one of y'all. Peace.